Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing another Action Taimanin bug video, just going over bugs that I showcased in last month's bug video, seeing what was fixed and what was not fixed. I'm going to start with Eleanor. On this, she was it was affecting her mostly, but a little bit of Tokiko on some levels, and they pretty much seem to have fixed it. It was her basic attack was like just like it was hitting some type of collision in the level and not even going across. She just had like splash damage pretty much, and now as you see, it's like going across. But right there it's doing the same thing, but like when we get to this section, the orbs are traveling across like they should have always, but it was just having some type of collision, and it was just doing splash damage, no range damage, though, no, like it should have. That one was fixed. Like I said, also Tokiko's was also fixed. Other items that were also fixed was the supporters. Let's just go here. It was supporters that were supposed to do the reduced time debuff. Reduced time buff. So like it reduces the debuff time on you, but instead of doing that, it was like maybe mapped out to give wet, and it was giving them wet. Like right there, she's getting an hourglass before she was getting the wet debuff, but right now she's getting the hourglass buff, which means any debuff on her is reduced, the time is reduced on her. But she doesn't have a debuff, so it's not really doing anything. But before it was actually just giving her wet instead of giving her a buff. It was just giving her wet, and it was happening on a few of the supporters. Like I said, I showcased this supporters where it says reduces the duration of debuffs by 60% for 15 seconds. Before, like I said, it was giving her wet, and also now the reducing the duration of debuffs and stuns by 60% for 15. But instead of giving her that's the hourglass, but instead of giving the hourglass, it was giving the wet debuff. So it's no longer happening. Just go through it a little bit, and just there, it's working properly. This was another bug that was fixed. And another bug that was fixed was the Asagi costume, but I'm gonna go through some of the costumes a little bit later. Right now I'm just going through gameplay bugs. Another gameplay bug was Shisui, where her guardian gets stuck on walls when you use the guardian fury. It's still getting stuck on walls. It still has some weird collision, but I'm gonna try it. It's easy to get it stuck. You get it stuck when you're like up against the wall, and you try to attack enemies, and she'll just get stuck. But right there, what I'm trying to showcase is she's not doing any damage to any of the enemies. That was one of the other bugs. It gets stuck in the walls. This is one of her stronger moves, the Guardian's Flurry, and even if it gets stuck on the wall, but even as she's advancing, she actually does no damage whatsoever. Like right there, see, no damage at all. So that's actually two bugs. It's getting stuck in walls, and she actually herself does no damage. Like right here, it should advance. There, it's ready, and then there it'll advance. I mean, it's hitting the edge of that wall right there already too, but it was advancing up until then. Wait for it to recharge, and then, like I said, it gets stuck like in any wall. Like if you do it right here, it'll get stuck. But before I thought it was the corners, but it's pretty much just any wall. And like I said, she doesn't even attack at all, even though she is supposed to, because she's doing the attack animation. She actually does not attack anything. Like, see right there, those are getting close to the guardian, that's why they're getting damage, but she herself wasn't doing any damage. So that's still the guardian getting stuck at the edge of things is still there. And the other bug that I hadn't noticed last time, because I could get the guardian stuck right there. As long as you stay away from the walls, that won't happen. But there's some situations where you're right next to a wall, and that'll just happen, and you'll get, like, I mean, the game will almost like get you killed. So that bug was not fixed. And now I'm gonna be going over some of the others. Oh, another gameplay bug was, where are we? Rinko. Her wind slice only works correctly when you have blue supporters. On green and red, she does not do the burst, the slicing burst. Right there. See those slices? That only occurs when you have blue all equipped. And the description says that she's supposed to do that burst. It doesn't matter what she has equipped, but it's supposed to do the little flurry. But the wind slice does not do it. I'm gonna take it to blue. I'm just gonna give her a random blue. Any random blue. Like I said, this is not a build. This is more showing the bug. And the skill is wind slice, and it says performs an area attack that cuts enemies along with the whole space. Okay, so it was green that was working on. I think I said blue, but it was only on green. It's not working on red or blue. It's working only on green. That was my mistake. I was getting that a little bit confused. But it only works when you have green supporters. But if you have blue or red equipped, that little flurry does not occur. Like, I'm gonna go start off with it as soon as the enemies appear. There they are. See, there's no slashing animation. It's just missing. And that occurs when you have blue supporters and red supporters. Again, see that flurry is no longer there. That's the other bug I was showing. It only does that slashing animation flurry when you have green supporters set, and if you set it to blue, red, they disappear. So that's the bug for Rinko. And pretty much now I'm just probably gonna go over the more costume like bugs. And first one I'm gonna show is, I'm gonna go with Asagi. Actually, I really didn't do that. I have to do that. Like right here, you could already see she's animated already. Before, only one would jiggle and the second one wouldn't, and that's fixed. That's good. Another one, another costume is the Sakura was still not fixed. It's still there, but there was one that's been in the game for a long time that I forgot to showcase. And wait, that is this right here. The weapons coordinates, or whatever you call it, is not set properly. It used a long time ago. This was correct. This was not an issue, and this happens in game, and this was not an issue. Her weapon actually was in her hand and she was holding it right. And I think, does it have her selected? I will actually do some gameplay with her. You can actually see, like, it's out of her hand. Like right there, you see how she's not really holding it, and see, like, it's out of her hand. It's not exactly on it. It actually gets, like, see, it's still off. It's like floating right past her fingers, and it's not in her hand. It looks really awkward. And like I said, this is not level specific. It's not like It's just something occurred at some point that changed those. I mean, it's hard to see during gameplay, but like when she stops and then when you see her character model, like right there, it just looks a little bit off, like it's not exactly on her hand. But like I said, in gameplay you can't really notice it, but if you look, sometimes when she's like, it's just off, and that is another bug that's been occurring for a while now. Again, like I said, that one also always occurs. I mean, just go to weapon and it already occurs right there. Now, other things, other bugs, model bugs are the like I said, the Sakura, this outfit, like right there, you could already see it, like right there, you could already see it. Like, was it looking for that one? Which one is it? That one where like it gets really bad. Right there, that visual bug. Like I said, I don't know how, because she didn't have that originally, and then it's been in the game for about almost 2 years already. When she got her update, that's when this bug occurred, because before that she did not have this. And I did a bug report like over a year ago, and it's still in the game, and it's still not fixed. And well, that's how it is. It's just there. And there's a few other bugs. A few other bugs that people have been having is just like getting stuck in like VR. Some of the levels, like it has not happened to me on VR, but some of the levels, like something goes wrong with the game, and you beat the level, but it doesn't advance past that. And it's happened to me just on the regular level. Like I beat that snake villain on the new event, and it just stayed stuck there. Oh, it did happen to me on the daily, the secret quest, and it didn't happen at the end. It happened from when Aina and Rinko and a few of them show up. I had defeated everybody, but Aina just stayed there, and I couldn't attack her. She wasn't attacking me. She was just there, and it never advanced to the like the last portion of the battle. So that one didn't even happen at the end. So just a few bugs just occurring. And another bug I wanted to cover was on these. I have a few screenshots. This is Astaroth. Let me see. I'll go to that. Here she is on her old. I kind of mentioned it on the Astaroth video, but it was kind of like age restricted. I guess it was too much cleavage, and so a lot of people didn't get to see that. So I'm going over this again. What I said on that video was I actually liked how she was showing her legs and her boots on her old animation here. I know it's not a bug, it's probably some kind of design, but the bug is maybe the hair. That's why I'm showcasing it on the bug video, because it might be her hair. This is the old one. I actually like her showing her feet, but her new one, see how her hair is like almost just sticking straight up? Before it was sticking straight down, and I don't know if this was some type of decision, but it even has a little fold right there, like it's just bending too much. Like if it was like out here, it would have been okay, because right here it's a little bit too low and flat, but like right here where it's out, I think that's a little bit too much, and like just being around right here would have been okay. And like I said, I like that she's closer. On the old one, she was looking at the camera or at the player. This one, she's kind of like looking past him. I mean, I guess that's an okay bug. I doubt they'll fix that, The other thing I like that she's closer to the camera, and I like how I just like how this looks. Though I wish they would have had her legs and like maybe sitting a little bit more up. Maybe not as much as this, but just a little bit more to showcase her feet, because on some of the costumes she actually has cool shoes and like crazy nails on some of them, and you'll no longer see that. But like I said, I really do enjoy how this looks. But like I said, the hair just looks awkward. It even has like a little bump, and there it is without the numbers right before it shows up. And again, and it doesn't have, the new one doesn't happen to all the models, because see, this is the new model with the new pose, but you see it's down. Maybe it's a little bit too down too. Like I said, just coming out to about right here would have been nice, but this one's like too down. This one's too high. It's like something in the middle would have been nice. But this one's like just like right on her. And like I said, I still do like it. I do like it. The overall renewal was amazing for her. She looks amazing, and I mean, I just by the way she looks and her targeting, her tracking, it made her a lot more fun to play. And this was the thing. I didn't want to keep going through the levels to showcase the differences, because I'll have to go through one, then go through another one, then go through another one. So just using screenshots. And then the other thing that I'm going to show is right here. This was in the October. And then under bug fixes, it says fixed an anomaly where the character Igawa Sakura is displayed abnormally during the cutscene in the main chapter 1-1. So that was an actual bug fix right there. That was like fixed, but I never ever saw any error with it. So I don't know who kept complaining or who was complaining, but you look at it now and it looks off. Like I'm gonna play it right now. Start. And she looks like she has her leg just floating in the air. Before she had them crossed, and it was such a minor thing that I doubt people noticed, but like Asagi has them crossed and she has them crossed right. That's how Sakura had her legs crossed. It might not have been perfect, but it was so small you could not notice. But now it's like she just has like one leg floating in the air, and it's supposed to be crossed, and it just looks really awkward. And that's like right there. Why does it look like that? She just has one leg up in the air. Before she had her legs crossed, now it's just one leg is up in the air. Why did they fix it when it wasn't even broken? That's dumb, because I don't know who kept complaining to fix something that wasn't broken only to make it look awkward as heck. Because you saw that her leg is just literally just in the air for no reason at all. It's not even crossed anymore. And before it was like cross, and like you see, she just has her leg up right there. Her leg is just up. What is that? That's the bug that they fixed, and it looks so weird now. And like I said, I don't know who was complaining about it, but that was it. But that's pretty much all the bugs I was going to be covering. Like I said, there's a few more, but some of them have been fixed, and some of them I just have to find a good place to make it repeatable. Some of them are hard to repeat, like where the ending just once in a while just stops working. That's really hard to showcase. But these are the ones that are a lot easier to showcase. And well, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you.